It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, my ego don't come, oh, my people make we shout, oh, my ego don't come, oh, my ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, my ego don't come, oh, my ego diary politico, my ego don't come, oh, this one not the off in mind, my ego don't come, oh, and in the touchlight every corner, my ego don't come, oh, okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder. Oh, my ego don't come. Oh, my people make we shout. Oh, my ego don't come. Oh, my ego don't come, man of the masses. My ego don't come. Oh, my ego diary politico. My ego don't come. Oh, this one not the off in mind. My ego don't come. Oh, person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh, my egun don't come. Oh, my people make you shout. Oh, my egun don't come. Oh, man of the masses. My ego don't come. My ego now I'm on la moto do. My ego àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún diary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún diary. Àní Máyégún làwa.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Máyégún Live. So let me know how this audio and this picture looks on your screen before we continue. While we do that, share the broadcast and learn this single.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí pa. Ayé ẹ̀sùn láìpẹ́. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò. Ayé ẹ̀sùn láìpẹ́. Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Mayegun today. Good evening to you, good morning to you, and good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live. And you can say, welcome back. But before I delve fully into this conversation tonight, I actually want to talk to every one of us, just like, with free mind. But I know personally that the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons, including all these their uncles and aunties abroad, the Mumu Madus, the Mumu lecturers, the Bele lecturers, they don't like me. And you want to know the truth? I don't like them too. But I don't hate any of them. They don't like me not because I did anything wrong. They felt like somehow, my bias towards APC, Egbekegbe, is excessive. Then I said, you better thank God that I wasn't raised to have this fanatic mentality, this tribal bigotry. If I was raised that way, with what Nigeria has done, including APC, Egbekegbe, that we have the record of, I would have been worse off. But most importantly, I have never hated any of you. Sometimes I feel like whenever any Tinubu's supporter, whenever they look at me, this is what they feel like. Mayegun, come out.
If you're with this man, I swear to God, come out. I'll beat you now. I don't dress rich. Come down for my pressure. I go scatter you just now. I go come out your teeth just now. You say that. Close to me. Close to me now. I said they don't burn you well. I go come out your teeth just now. Before I go inside there. God punish you, finish, Abi. Leave this idiot, sir. I hear you want to tell me. Hold this man in the first place. Because this case, even though this man that had this house that I fear, this man they don't need to be beaten.
You are a madman.
I will come out your
I
teeth.
say you are a madman.
You are a madman.
I'm going to go carry what you want to go collect, John. They come up for you.
Don't do that for anything.
I'm madness when they warn you.
After prison coming
After they don't use your life.
that boy say that I'm a beggar. Let this boy suffer for 600 years in this life. Let this boy take until he go to prison. You go thief, they go carry you go prison.
And if your cause work on me, I will not say you are a man of God. You are not to be a madman. They have used your life.
Let them be witness. The day one I no go see them, I go slap you. Now them be witness. These people, now them be witness.
Okay,
no one is here. And if you're the gentle people.
That's how they feel towards me. If I catch you, but calm down before you catch me. I care more about what may happen to you before you even have the courage, the audacity or the courage to touch me and beat me or curse me. That's what they do towards me all the time. I am supposed to be your best friend, and I'll make it easier for you tonight. Or maybe not. Because Nigeria affects every one of us, whether you are in Nigeria or you are outside Nigeria. And right before our eyes, the perpetrators of all these maladies against us are still out there. enjoying what they felt is their entitlement, and they call themselves leaders. But the consequences of their actions and inactions are being bought by you and me, be it on economy, be it on security, be it on healthcare, education. So even if you don't like my face, trust me, you are still going to listen to me, because I happen to be someone who have always had a chance of reaching the core of that your heart, even if they have cemented it with many things that have also blinded you to hate the messenger, at the same time hate the message. So you don't have to like me. Like this pastor on your side, you know that no matter what happened in Nigeria, some people are going to be affected more than the other. And if you look around very well, myself and many people like me who are talking and trying to expose this nonsense, and at the same time to bring to your real attention consciousness that, listen, there are consequences for every action you make. And if you never believe that there are consequences, look at you, look at your lives, look at those around you. So many of us who speak out most of the time are still, temporarily spared from most of the calamities committed by these people. Like this pastor said, you always have a choice. Make it, make them. At the same time, live with them. Listen to this.
You are saying that this person cannot perform. Yet you are saying he in our party nonsense. I've told, if you vote party, the way you will suffer, me, I'll be here, I'll tell you, I will suffer with you. Nothing will make me suffer with you. I know too much that I can't suffer. But I can tell you, look, you know I'm a man of God. Try to make mistake. Neither will tumble to 5,000. If you don't want another to tumble to 5,000, better tell yourself what to do. It's a word to you when you vote people who have nothing in their head. If you vote party this time, Nigerians, we go fall our hand and watch on her. All the things they are suffering, am I suffering with you? I'm too connected by covenant to suffer what people are suffering. But if you vote, it's a word to you when your leader is like a child. That means any leader who will be using dampers is dangerous. It's a word to the whole land. When thy king is what? A child. It's the Bible, I'm not the one who said it. It's a word to the whole land. When thy king is a child. They use dampers for children. So if you have a leader who they use dampers, woe to you. And the priest is eating the... It's the Bible, am I the one that said it? Except you want to argue with the Bible.
Do you get that? So I'm trying to do this bit by bit so that you can begin to update or review the reason why you don't like Mayegun. You see, I say my mind, I speak my mind all the time to see if the society generally will see reasons and avoid things that can put the future of generations in total jeopardy or completely gone, like Nigeria is doing to us now. I speak out. I speak about those people who do that. Even they themselves, they agree. They agreed. For example, if you understand, if you know this voice, this is not Mayegun. This is somebody who had the opportunity to make your lives better than what you have as it is right now. He confirmed things that Mayegun always lashes on, like this.
These are not things you publish. If you publish it, you will never see it any day. 3 years of Buhari, everybody is dying, crying. Pressmen are crying, farmers are crying, workers are crying, politicians are crying, students are crying. 3 years old. But the rate of poverty is very high. People are hungry. Nigeria will never change. So you should learn to gossip with your
they should learn to gossip with us because you chose to do that with us, and we appreciate it.
I've written to the governor of Katsina. I don't know why I have not replied to give us land in Daura for the university. That's one. So the university in Daura, the next university will be my village. The University of Transportation. I thought, why are you laughing now? All of you are graduates of one another. There's a common saying that when we are small, charity begins where? Why would my own begin abroad? The president is not listening to anybody. He doesn't care. He can write anything he wants to write. The president doesn't care. Does he read? He will read, he will laugh. He say, come and see, they are abusing me here. In fact, there was one case of somebody in Odisha, a trader who couldn't sell his goats during Salah. And I was with a guy in the plane. And the man was busy abusing Buhari because of Buhari, nobody buying his. He said, come, what's my business with Odisha goat seller? This country won't change, I swear. Nothing can, the only way this country can change is if everybody is killed.
Okay, how so?
This country is going nowhere, I swear. Nothing, even if you divide the country into 10, it will still not change. No, I'm not joking. When Magnus was my SSG, I told him this country is hopeless and helpless. So I stop it now. Coming from a governor, nobody, don't be saying that. When 2 months in Abuja, so this country is hopeless and helpless. I said, why? He said, you're right. The only thing they do in Abuja is share money. They don't work.
So me as a young man, okay, who have heard these guys speak, and I have seen through them that everything they tell you, they are just gibberish, they are just garbage, okay? And that is why they feel like whatever they do for you, it's like privilege. Like, you should be grateful that we even came to construct your road. You should be thankful that we created the agency and we put your children there to be walking. You should be grateful. Come on. I mean, we because they know that Nigeria is going nowhere. Now, if a minister in government, when he's very comfortable within his circle, and he was telling people around him exactly what the government was, even when they were just 3 years into it, but you want to argue, Bokwari is a retired soldier. Pastor Ruga is a very talented professor. And Fashola Isaleko Barack Obama is a very talented administrator. And on and on and on and on and on. And me, I am telling you that these guys are empty, scammers, con artists who are only out to take advantage of your vulnerability. If you see through them, they will call you a rebel. And that is why when you display APC, PDP, to somebody like me, I'm just like, are you trying to be clever by half? Like, what are you trying to do? What are you, as in, you're smarter, trying to separate, for example, Atiku from PDP. Come on, man. It's not long ago. Even if that Stockholm syndrome that people suffer in Nigeria is really, 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 chronic. Maybe this will joggle your mind before I get to the part. I mean, look at the players. They did you a promise. Yeah, they did. 8 years ago. And the genesis of what you are dealing with today, whether you are APC or PDP, whether you are Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, Ijo, Igbo, or anyone you are, 8 years ago, those who were the architects of what you are witnessing and facing today, they were friends. Would this remind you or kind of a juggle your mind? Relax and listen to this.
APC! APC! Change! God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you. We will change Jonathan, don't worry. See the man who is going to change Jonathan here. the chairman of our great party, a party that is set to make history in our country. Last night, when I stood here, I said, history is going to be made at this venue. I said this convention is going to also make history in our political evolution. I also said this party is going to renew our democracy in this country. And since last night, you have witnessed what I describe as the most credible, transparent, elections to be ever conducted by any political party in this country. I am coming. I am coming. Jagaba has been my contemporary in the fight to restore democracy and sustain democracy and deepen democracy in this country. And therefore, I want to single him out to pay a special tribute for his contributions. Having said that, I also want to use this opportunity given to me to congratulate the winner of these primary elections, General Muhammadu Buhari. General Muhammadu Buhari has been an embodiment of nation building in this country for decades. And he has continued to offer himself and his services to this country. Your Excellency, I want to assure you the support of this great party, which is the newest political party in Africa today. Today, you have been given the responsibility of marching this party to victory in elections that are to come in less than 2 months.
Now you saw their faces, Sabi. So that's candidates of APC, Egbekegbe, Muhammadu Buhari, official, unofficial, Mumumadu Buhari. APC, Egbekegbe, ended up staging the most divisive, the most violent, and the most, the election with the most propaganda, and in fact, the threat of violence ever since after Nigeria genocidal war of 1967 to 1970. Brothers turned against brothers. Family torn apart. People were fighting themselves. They were attacking their businesses simply because APC, Egbekegbe, played more. In fact, they weaponized the already tattered, near broken country, they amplified that. And it was like, it is changey, dole. It got so violent that supporters of APC, Egbekegbe, they stoned a sitting president in Bauchi. Goodluck Jonathan visited the palace of the emir of Bauchi on consultation. When he came out, before he came out, the APC, Egbekegbe, already mobilized the Alimajiris in Bauchi. They surrounded the palace of the emir, president of a country. They had to smuggle him out of that. On camera, they were stoning him. That was how divided. So they latched on that. You see, the division you witnessed today in Nigeria, everything you are seeing today in Nigeria, that was the genesis. And you saw the faces of those who brought that upon you. Where you would have thought, I mean, Baba, forget now election now. Any election, anybody can say anything and all of that. So after election, everybody should come together. That's what you would have expected, Abi? Nah, they had other plans. If you don't believe me, watch this. This was just about maybe 2 months after APC, Egbekegbe, took power. And a question was thrown at the new president of Nigeria. The election was so divisive. Man, Nigeria never recovered. In fact, the result of that 2015 is among the reasons why Nigeria is now tilting towards total breakup. But the only people who want to rescue you, then be the old people. Old people like this one talking about unity in Nigeria after election. Do you see unity here? Be the judge.
Mr. President, welcome. And I've been a student of Nigeria for many years. And first of all, I want to tell you that I have never seen such a hopeful attitude toward Nigeria and the United States as since your election. So I think we all here want you to succeed. My question relates to another area of Nigeria that hasn't gotten much attention during this trip, and that is the Niger Delta. It's a challenge that you're going to face. I wonder if you would tell us how you intend to approach it, with particular reference to the amnesty, bunkering, and inclusive development. Thank you.
Inclusive government. Inclusive government. You know, how you include, women, youth. I see.
Yes. I hope you have a copy of the election results. Naturally, constituencies, for example, that gave me 97%, cannot, in all honesty, be treated on some issues with constituencies that gave me 5%. I think this is a political reality. While certainly there will be justice for everybody, everybody will get his constitutional right. But while the party in constituencies that by their either sheer hard work, they made sure that they got their people to vote and to ensure their vote count. They must feel that the government has appreciated the effort they put in putting the government in place. I think that's really fair.
That was the moment so many people who knew Buhari when he was the Nigeria military head of state. That was the moment they were like, oh gosh, Nigeria has made mistake. I can tell you, some of those who felt that way included, this includes those who even supported the APC, Egbekegbe. When they saw his American tour, all right, they were like, oh my, oh my, oh my. They said, Nigeria is not going to be united. This man is not coming to unite anybody. In fact, everybody should know their place. Unfortunately, in 7 years, this same Buhari threatened Igbos in Nigeria. He said he would teach them what their parents forgot to teach them. He said the experience of the Nigerian genocidal war against the Biafrans, that if these new children, these young children asking for Biafra today, if their parents didn't tell them about it, he will speak to them in the language that their parents refused to speak to them on. And he declared them they were just dots in a circle. And what do you do to the dot in a circle? You can wipe it off. You can put something over it and cover it, and it doesn't exist. That's the president of Nigeria. The same people that will tell you, we need to be united. All of us need to come together. APC no come to unite anybody. You know it. You know it. It was built on revenge. APC, if you know their story. So many of you bought into that. In 7 years, look at where we are. Does it count anymore who voted for them or not? In 7 years, people are now more divided. But this guy put it even better.
APC is a grand fraud. Expert liars. They are first-class propagandists. They thrive on propaganda. They have spent so much money on media to cover them up.
To shut everybody up, to gag everybody, even if you are suffering in silence. I have a job as somebody, somebody who have so much responsibilities, right? But when I speak to you, mostly so many of you who stumbled on Mayegun's Diary political video, and the only thing you can pick out of it is that it doesn't like APC. It doesn't like PDP. So the question then is, what is there to like about them after all you know? Well, again, you always have a choice. 8 years after the destruction and division of Nigeria by APC, Egbekegbe, some new breed of vuvuzelas, yeah, they want to, you know what I mean? They want to rewrite the history. They want you and I, to forget all of that thing. That one is in the past. The new APC want to rescue Nigeria from the Buhari APC. That one no dey laughable. It is laughable. Or some of these young people who knows that Atiku, who became stupendously rich after becoming the vice president of Nigeria, the track record of his corruption, the reason why he can't visit America, all of this are staring you on the face. And finally, a 76-year-old man should come and be your president. So I then decided, I was like, you are young, I am young. If you have learned nothing before, right, Bukwari should be a very recent lesson to you, for you to gamble again on the old people who are always saying they want to rescue you. So I was like, instead of you as a young person, you have seen it, Owabi, instead of you as a young person to say, Omo, if these old people care so much about you, about your future, and they have been at it for so long, they have failed. You know they have failed. All of them. See, everything everywhere don't propose. Yo ye. Igboro ti propose ye.
Yes.
Do you get that? So if they love Nigeria and love you so much, how about we all agree in every region? All these old people, Atiku, Northern Nigeria can take him. Build old people's home for him, a very big one, where they put all the old peoples there. And they can make him feel like he's the president of the Old People's Republic, of Arewa Republic. You know, if they want to help, you know what I'm talking about. They want to help you, young people, and you are promoting them, fighting your peers because of this old haggard, Abi. So if they love you so much, how about you create an agency? I mean, an agency in Yoruba land. I have told people, I said, we can even volunteer and build one very beautiful old people's home for Tinubu in Badagry. There are so many old peoples in Yoruba land. Let's take them there. Care for them. Let them interact with Tinubu all the time. Let him share his ideas, his escapades, things he's done, the people he's made. And then he stayed there. You can even call him the president there. You can make him look like the president. Abi? But the moment you come out and then start arguing in defense of PDP and Atiku, you are a threat to my life. I don't know if you have thought about that. I don't know how you expect me to react. If you as a young person, with what Bokwari has done and APC, Egbekegbe, if you turn around and then you start promoting Tinubu, you are a threat to my life. And I have the right to respond. Do you see the difference now? If they are taking Tinubu to the old people's home in Badagry, to make him the president of old people of Southwest Nigeria, that's not a threat to me. If you want to take Atiku to Mubi, in Adamawa, or Cameroon, wherever, he's old. Make him the president there. Somebody say, what about Peter Obi? Well, I told you something earlier about the people in their 50s. They are those who have failed all of us. But again, you can give Peter Obi a role. How about you also send Peter Obi to go and premiere a region that is supposed to be the Japan of Africa, Biafra land? Nigeria has done so much damages enough. Even for Obi to be fired on and say, enough, rather than go into any competition saying they want to rescue you from the hands of Atiku and Tinubu. But I'm still coming to that. Because if you ask me, what do you think these old people have any more, have to offer any more than this ruin that has torn us apart as a people? When you ask Tinubu his ideas, some people are now, it was like, what is that for? Is it for Gary?
Eba. Is it for Eba? Is it for Gary? Is it for beans? I don't know. Eba, Gary, beans. Eba, Gary, beans.
So I was still ruminating on that, thinking that the young people, as I'm talking to you right now, young people, you will reason with me. When I woke up, I just saw the person who is the youth leader of APC, Egbekegbe, and he said, Tinubu has been having sleepless nights because of how he wants to resolve Nigeria problem. I say, about that one, don't be say Tinubu love you. Hey, old people, if you see old aged people, for real, now afternoon, then they sleep. You see this evening, they will wake up. Sorry, Jare, my mamas and my papas who are watching me, because my viewers' demography says that I have, you won't believe this. So the viewers on Mayegun's Diary Politico, yeah? You see those between the ages of 18 and 25 on Mayegun's Diary Politico, especially on YouTube. They only occupy, out of my my 63,000 subscribers on Mayegun's Diary Politico, yeah? The people, the viewers between the ages of 18 and 25, they only occupy just 3% of my subscribers, my followers. You see the people between the ages of 25 and 35, people who are like close to my own peer, right? They occupy just 20% of my subscribers. Now you see the people, the viewers between the ages of 35 and 45, they make up about 35% of my subscribers. Yeah. You know what? You know another thing. You see the people between the ages of 55, 65, 75, 85. It will shock you. They occupy most part of. In fact, what am I even saying? My own peers between 35 and 45, we only occupy just about what do you call it? Just what about 25% of my subscribers. You see the remaining about 55 or so. Now the old people, you know why? Mayegun's Diary Politico always comes up almost late at night. For those who live in European countries, and for those who live in America, it's just towards the evening as well. Now, you see, old people feel comfortable with Mayegun, my analysis, because this is their way of relaxing. But on Mayegun's Diary Politico, yeah, they are more active here. They participate in community fundraising. In every support program on Mayegun's Diary Politico, they are so eager to be part of it. You know why? Because now night, old people, they awake. For afternoon, they always rest. They sleep. You know what I mean? They are retired. So then this youth who once lived in the UK, who is now what is his name again? I can't remember his name. I know some of you know him, Abi. Possibly he's even watching. It doesn't really matter. He wanted to prove to the young people that Tinubu loved them. Now Tinubu know they sleep again because of all of you. No joke, yo. Watch.
Hey guys, so this is like 12:30 in the morning, and I'm with Daddy. Actually, while I'm at Tinubu at home, I told you that Daddy doesn't sleep until like 4 a.m. in the morning, and this is like past 12, and he's still not even feeling sleepy at all. Daddy, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, but Dayo, I think Dayo, his name is something Dayo. What is that all about?
For what? Is it for Eba? Is it for Gary? Is it for beans? I don't know. Eba, Gary, beans. Eba, Gary, beans.
Now you brought him out. It doesn't matter anymore now. Okay? He is the candidate of a party who is likely going to be the president of Nigeria to continue where Bukwari is going to stop. You know, that's another thing. Tinubu said he is going to continue from where Bukwari stops. That triggers so many people, especially young people who have lost their businesses. Young people who have lost months, gaps in their academic calendar. That's a threat. Until I saw the pirates. Somebody was like, so Mayegun, you they promote Curtis now. Well, then be pirates. And as I know, Curtis, no, the public, it not even matter. Now, the youth, the young people, they feel threatened. Nowhere, they shout at me, look on. Do you know why is that? That is somebody who wants to be the president, their president. And it's not an entitlement where they're like, oh, give it to him, let's reward him. 8 years of APC, Egbekegbe, facilitated by Atiku, by Tinubu, and what is taken away from you. If you want to give anything at all, if you want to be generous to them, because they are threats. They are threats to whatever future you're probably dreaming of. Stop making up stories. Stop making up stories that it go be this, it go be that. It know they be anything. We know this, and if you do, you will know peace. Young people are scared. Can you blame them? Now, you can't tell people how to react, okay? And that's why I'm like, instead of us feeling like, hey, if you don't like him, you can support another person. No. You will do what you have to do, won't you? You're gonna do what you have to do. Mine is just to see if you understand the consequences of your choices. That's it. No fight. There's no fight. There's no point in you losing it. Those who lost it in defending APC, Egbekegbe 80 years ago, some of them are no more. We are not mocking them. We are just remembering them as we should. These guys have done enough damages to the point that it is now Muslim versus Christians. Because of Peter Obi and Igbo man, they have also turned it into tribal warfare. All of them because of one Nigeria. Listen to this. I think this is the Kanchia man telling people, do this.
Take the burden of going to the polls to cast your vote. We have suffered for nearly 8 years now. And this address is saying that we should not give this outgoing government at the federal level the honor of reproducing itself. If this government reproduces itself, it will be calamitous for Nigeria. And we must reject any government that looks like this one. If there is anything like a clean incarnation, this government must not reincarnate. So anything like this government is rejected. So let's look for God-fearing people, those who are ready to serve, and not those who are ready to shuttle between here and UK or Saudi Arabia. Let's get people whom God will back up and who will also protect Christians. We have been hated enough, we have been oppressed and marginalized enough. And ask God to give us a government that will respect the church. Muslims too, and respect people of other faiths. Respect institutions.
You get so it has gone that far, and it's even going to get even worse or more. So it be like say Tinubu not sleeping, because of Nigeria problem. At this point, can you call that insomnia, or just the normal phrase, Mayegun, there is no sleep for the wicked? I don't see well out. You see what I'm saying now? This Tinubu and gang, they brought this upon every one of us, home and abroad. Right? And people are expected, to react, not to be bamboozled or blackmailed or bullied into accepting that it is something-year-old men. They are now willing to help you. If old people in Nigeria are willing to help the situation, how about you send them to old people's colony? As a young person, should you be proud to be handing over your future? If you ever care about any, nobody say many of you even care or even care about that future, so to say. Now, what you care about is tomorrow. Is there going to be food? How you go take chop tomorrow? How you go take, that's what most of you worried about, especially in the Buhari Nigeria, APC Nigeria. So you are not thinking about future, are you? Now I'm talking to this, talking to you, the Lagos Abobakus. Are you actually thinking about any future? And that future will be given to you by Tinubu and co. Okay. Good luck with that. But again, just think about that. Like, if old people care so much and they want to help, how about you send them to old people's homes? If you have to create a special one for them, create for them. And you, choose your own future. They want you to go on into an election that is likely never going to take place. All right? And then to validate old men for the old system just because one die. Baba, see, you get choice though. At the same time, I want to make you remember the consequences of your choice. You see the day when I saw government officials moving terrorists to attack Nigerians, kill them because of NSAS. Some said that day Nigeria died in them. And people continue to want to enforce what will further kill them. Something like this. You remember this? Abuja, where government officials, policemen, they were moving Fulani, Hausa terrorists and all of them, moving them in government vehicles to go and help them attack and break the protest offenses in Abuja. This is just a flashback. And that moment you will realize that, what is that future? Which future do you think your children will have in a place like this? Where those who are supposed to maintain law and order, they are actually the lawbreakers. And there is no consequences.
See talk, see them. See them. See talks, they go listen to talks to enter motor. Talks to enter motor. See talks to enter motor with them. See the security people. See them. They don't go back the talks. They don't go back the talks. See them.
I think it's the government officials. It's an SS per se. They are the one. This is a presidency. It's a presidency that is causing to disperse them, to disperse the peaceful protesters. No, oh my goodness, this is just something else. These people are hired. Just imagine. See the idiot. Oh my goodness, is this a country? See him passing. He's giving them order. share officials. No.
That man on black suits and that Prado is the one coordinating these boys. See? He's directing the way to go to. Can you see? Can you see? He brought that Prado. See the impunity going on in this country. See? He clashed as a sword in Ose to them. The protesters are fighting back. You see?
So somebody like me, who is not living in Nigeria, I have enough evidence, videos, documents. Many of them are completely in the open, but not all of them. To document and prove to you that starting with APC, Egbekegbe, and their affiliates, none of them have any plan for your future. Seriously, there is no country, no country with government or leadership, will put together what these people have put you through, put together such scheme, and supervise the chaos, lawlessness, the breakdown of law and order, terrorism, and they supervise them just exactly what they wanted to do and exactly what they are doing, getting the result, and then turning around to tell you, we will rescue you and put you on another plan so that your future, come on, man. At that point, you have to ask yourselves that, should you then go out and start looking and say, well, you know, I know they have failed, but I'm a Yoruba man. Maybe a Yoruba man will not come on, man. Is that how valueless you actually, I mean, that less value you place on your own life? Or, I don't know. It is a lawless place where people in government and somebody said that we must respect our elders. I'm going to believe that that is let's say they call that thing again. Yeah, why did that disappear? Like that's you just trying to be sarcastic. Sarcasm. They call it sarcasm. Respect our leaders and elders. It is right. Do you know that? And I agree with you that if you are just being, oh, it's not sarcasm. Oh, sorry, CO. It's not sarcasm. I agree with you. We must respect our elders, especially our responsible elders. But you will agree with me as well that leadership comes with responsibilities. Do you get that now? And when leaders becomes irresponsible, what happens? They lose the title. They lose the respect. You cannot be disrespected every now and then, especially if you don't really matter to them. Indeed, not in sales as they talk. You know, every one of them will tell you, we are fighting for Yoruba and all that. For example, I'm a Yoruba man. We have to respect elders. But do you also agree, CEO, if you are still watching, that it is also the culture and tradition of Yorubas never to respect thieves, irresponsible people? You know that? And you also agree with me that that decent, respectful culture of Yoruba, that one you're probably referring to, it also put in place something called checks and balances that even the king, a king of a a king of a kingdom in Yoruba land, that run down or run against the tradition or violate any of those norms, including respect to the people and then the defense of the people, is a king over. When he misses that in Yoruba land, you know that, we will tell that king to go and open calabash. If it was in the olden days, the likes of those who are political office holders in Yoruba land, the ones who have supervised the underdevelopment, the backwardness of Yoruba land, the collapse of the Yoruba economy, infrastructure, education, healthcare, and sadly, security. If it was in the olden days, CEO, those people you call governors today, they probably would have been kings, right? And you will agree with me as well that if by now any of them or any of their kingdom or states is under the occupation of invaders, the more the people suffers in the hand of invaders, the more they lose that respect, and people will then do what? They will call on them to go and open calabash. I am just trying to be nice to you. Because you see, when you throw in respect, you see, one thing that comes to mind is the generation of those whose only defense, when facts are placed before them, that are Yorubas in our history, have we ever been subjective, subdued, and controlled by the opinions of those we call leaders ever? As Yorubas, not one of those educated, advanced, and civilized that will always question the positions and decisions of those we call leaders, Abi. That's our tradition, right? Now, ordinarily, when we have those who have nothing to defend the reasons why Yoruba land, Yoruba people, and Nigeria in general are at the state we are now, when they have nothing to defend that, I'm talking about those, those old men, Egbons, and all of them, in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s, they will throw it in. We must respect our leaders. But do you know what that means? It is part of that misinformation that they have used for so long. You see, these ones are not your leaders. These are the equivalent of those who call the rent seekers, the slave owners, or let me say the slave traders. As you will say, children are being denied the opportunity of meeting all their potentials as Yorubas. Yeah? And what somebody who is also probably part of that generation will say to you will be, we need to respect our leaders. So what really defines leaders? So to me, we respect those who actually hand it, not those who milked, took advantage of our shared language, shared, culture, tradition to say to the world, are we not also Yorubas? Do you not think we care for you? Then we ask them, why haven't you proved it? And then the next thing, they will tell you, some of you, these young people, you don't have respect. You have to respect your elders. The elders that stole your future, stole the future of your children. Or do you not know that some people actually feel so comfortable at all these, all these calamities going on around you, where many of you are victims indeed? They maintain a conspiracy of silence because they don't want to lose what they have gained. But when it's convenient for them, they would like to identify with you. And that is when they will say, let us respect our elders. Do you really think those who respect you, elders who respect you, even if you are so young, but the one that respects you enough to care that you are going to be in this world longer than him or her, and decided to deny you proper access to quality education, proper access to good quality of life, but they are very comfortable to keep you as that enslaved statistic, the one they can use conveniently by weaponizing the poverty they created. Is obvious. The crop of rogues that parade themselves in Yoruba land today, they have no right, simply because they are old, simply because they are aged. They have no right to demand respect from any young person. Well, you can offer that respect, by the way. I mean, there are many of you who will respect them, and I respect you for that. But you have no right whatsoever, whoever you are, to look at any Yoruba man, Yoruba woman, and tell them that they have to respect thieves, destiny killers, future stealers, manipulators, and those who give 0 cent FUCK about you. It is misleading, and it is part of what we are trying to change. As a young person, I am talking to you. When people respect you, they will respect your right to education, and they will defend that with everything. They will respect your right to life, and they will defend it with everything. You will see them do it. Not those who want you to rally around them when they sense that they are about to be vulnerable like you. It is a place they don't want to be, but they would love to keep you there. No old hag, no old rogue, no old criminal has any right to demand respect from you. CO, I'm glad you raised that. It is an insult. I don't know how old you are. It is an insult to speak or demand respect from an enlightened Yoruba man, educated, civilized Yoruba man, a grounded, historically grounded Yoruba man who knows the characters, their roles in what and where we have found ourselves today, right? It is an insult to jump on the platform and demand respect for thieves. It is an insult, but I hope you can live, live with your, tomfoolery as well. I actually thought it was sarcasm. Respect is earned. Don't ever forget that, okay? Respect is earned. It is not demanded. Same with loyalty. It is reciprocatory. Meanwhile, you have to also remember, respect is reciprocal. That you are owed and foolish, that you are old and stupid, that you are old and crooked, that you are old and criminally minded, that you are old and selfish, that you are old and visionless, that you are old and self-centered, that you are old and so cold-hearted that you don't think, sitting around where decisions and actions or inactions of what dipped young people into an uncertain future, okay? Hand you any title at all called respect. Don't try that again. CEO. Like I said, I don't know your age. Social media is anonymous, you know, and YouTube can make you more anonymous as well. I don't know how old you are, all right? So I can tell you this, okay? If you want to demand respect, you should remember that you must also be willing to reciprocate same in this regard. However, let's even put it this way, you know, choices, they say, as it should be, should come from a point of a conviction that people can actually make a difference in your life. You know, I have been a political student for a very long time. You know what I mean now? You know, a political student who knows what effect political actions have on almost every strata of our life, and every facet of our life, right? It is a big thing. So intrusive rather, very, very, very invasive. But so many people don't know how much politics invaded their everyday life. Therefore, they don't know how to react when politicians are taking them for fools and at the same time acting like they care. Then many of you will then turn around and be like, I actually thought they meant well. I thought he was a good person. You know, and all of that stuff. But it is the same process. I'll give you an example. You know Enugu State, the first governor of Enugu State. I think that was Chimaroke Nnamani. Which of them? Shena Chimaroke Nnamani Abi Mbadinuju. No, Mbadinuju is Anambra, I think. But you remember Chimaroke Nnamani? Ebano. Last. Chimaroke Nnamani, Enugu governor, milked the people of Enugu of their own share from the Nigeria project. And today, he is also their former governor, he is also their senator. But no matter what you feel like, you know, no matter what the people faces as we speak, today, they still serve him like Tinubu's people in Yoruba land too. They still run around him as he is now their source of having something to eat for the next day. What kind of leadership is that? What? You don't believe me? I'll show you Enugu, where Nnamani people, despite you know Enugu, Abi, you know what it is right now, Abi? Oh, I forget to what's that guy's name? The new governor there. But these people, tell them they deserve better from the same people who had a chance to make life better. How many years ago? 15 years ago. Up to today, they are still weaponizing the poverty they started. I'm not joking. Wow, that's the wrong video. No, that's not the right one. Okay. And that would be a shame if I have actually missed it. Right? And I think I did. I didn't put it on. Sadly. I'll show you some other time. There is another one. I wanted to share. It is somebody who probably just felt pained and like, are people not thinking? Come on, man. Eh? Tifnumbu, health-wise, normal, he supposed go take care of himself. Atiku, normal. If he feel like saying still dey better than Tifnumbu, age on his side, he should go and be playing with his own grandchildren. But sadly, now their grandchildren on social media are asking them to come and lead them. But this man is more brutal than me.
And you are under 40, whether you're a graduate or you're not a graduate, and you're supporting Tinubu, Ori ti daru. Patapata. Ori ti daru. In fact, sawdust, lower no apology, sawdust. I don't owe anybody an apology. If you're under 40, let me say it again, and you are supporting Tinubu, apology ti daru. If, in fact, your parents supposed to, if you're a graduate, your parents supposed to collect their money back from you. The money they invested in you by sending you to university, they're supposed to collect it back from you because you're a failure, total failure. Okay? I still don't know why a reasonable human being will support Asiwaju Ongbewere, Bola Adekunle Tinubu.
Asiwaju àwọn olè, Asiwaju àwọn gbéwèrè, Asiwaju àwọn atọ́lé. Listen, people are going to react. You're not going to ask them not to react. He's an old man. Why do you want to push old man? Respect his age. Why? Eh? I mean, is he not old enough to be your baba? He's not my baba. He's not their baba. Stop trying to guilt trip people into accepting something that they know is going to touch their life, like Bokwari touch everybody. Say Bokwari know they touch your life now. Abi you they pretend. Shut up your mouth. Asiwaju is your next president. Weary. You are texting me from Ajangbadi. Abi Okoko Maiko. Abi Alagbole. Abi where? Where are you texting, replying from? Ekorodu. You know, say from that shithole where you did so. Now these people made the whole place shithole. Honestly, you won't believe it. If you see, you did there inside, God knows, maybe there is not even electricity right now. Abi? Maybe there is no light. No be me. Be me say Tinubu be your candidate. But if tomorrow Tinubu become the president of Nigeria, like Bokwari, may I never get another country, Nabi. I am demanding democratically for a peaceful Yoruba nation. But you they laugh at me. Then I no fight. I just they look on my own. I'm looking on my own. Shut up. What is your business? Or denier? Some of you are, education. The type of education they give to you in Nigeria. Or some of you just deliberately re-educated yourself to be foolish. Bokwari is there right now. Okay? And whether I supported or I no support her, now all of us, they collect the water right now. Economy, security, joblessness. Everybody, they share the whole thing. I no support her, sure you know. But this is me now, thinking that, Bokwari don't open everybody's eyes. Now, maybe people will now know that keeping Nigeria together for these retirees, these old people, Parkinson, demented people, so that you can at least save your life. So, say maybe all of you who don't get sense and say, to fear kwa. Then you brought Tifnumbu. You are telling me to keep quiet. Show normal. Naira to dollar today, in Yoruba land, no be the naira we see they spend there, be. Naira to dollar today is over 700 naira. Abi? Naira to pound sterling today is over 800 naira. In Yoruba land, because of you, and you're waiting in your business, come back home and can face us. I can't come back home and join your murderous You know, this one look like, when people don't go shoko, everybody don't mad. Every abnormal thing don't they look normal. Every normal thing they look abnormal. Now, mad country. Do you get that now? So, the mad country is about to make another mad decisions, which is also going to affect even those people who no mad, though. Because I know they are no mad. Because I know mad, though. You know, if you tell me, say you did normal. After all you know about APC, about the characters that came to form APC, and you believe them. We are going to rescue Nigeria. We are going to make Nigeria a great country. We are going to change dollar to 1 naira. We are going to open refineries. We are going to fix refineries. We are going to close all the border and make the border safe. We are going blah, 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 blah. You believe them. Me a day they shout. No believe them. Na lie yo. Say, shut up your mouth. Now, as you are telling me right now, telling me to shut up my mouth. You can't bring a dead tyrant. Una go inside grave. Go dig grave. 30 years after they buried the first terrorist that overthrew a democratically elected government in Nigeria. First and last. You know that? Now, Boko Haram be the first and the last terrorist to overthrow a democratically elected government in Nigeria. Yes, he is the one. So you went there, you dug out a dead terrorist, a dead tyrant. You polish him up. Come bring him out and say, he go rescue Nigeria. Say, hey, run, no, run, no. Say, shut up your mouth. Just shut up your mouth. Just. Today, thousands of people have died. Some of you never die, you. But many of you, you'll be walking corpses. Nigeria don't frustrate you. Everything, no, they walk. They don't tell you, say, na village people, they do you. Then tell you, say, na your mama senior wife. Now you ain't go through your destiny inside the river. They don't tell you, say, now that girl where you promise marriage, where you no marry. Now she go knock your destiny for tree. Nobody knock your destiny anywhere. Nobody they fly with your destiny every night. Now this same mad country, mad decisions, they are bringing you these mysteries. And I am here. So I'm not going to come in there and do that. Maybe when there is a disruption and then there is a time for a rebirth. That's why I'm trying to save some of you. I'm trying to save some of you. You don't like me because I am not here for you to like me. You see, listen, doesn't matter. So when you now bring another Atiku or another Kolu, people are going to react. Like I told you. Any of them that is promoting, propagating this one Nigeria as you want it, Baba, you are it's a threat to your life. Some of you where you know even get them that time. Young people, they say, okay, waiting Boko Haram even sold you. What is that policy that Boko Haram sold to you as a young person that made you believe that by 2023, when you were going into that year 2015, say this Boko Haram, he get plan for your future. What was it they told you? What was that brightness? What was it? What is the result of that? Regret. One single question. Even you, Buhari, part of the reasons why we are having problems in Nigeria today is because of the Fulani terrorists. Okay? Ravaging, invading communities, ravaging villages, killing people, kidnapping some, collecting ransom, and the rest of that. They can't ask Buhari, what do you think we should do as the president of Nigeria? Then he said, open grazing, ability they call her. I don't even know. What is Katu? What? Listen to this. I don't know what convinced them. So I am here today, and you are here staging another threat to my life, and you don't want people to react. We are going to react because any of them could be your next president. Once they become your next president, it's a journey for another miserable what? Come on, man. What did convince you about Boko Haram?
Livestock.
Huh?
Livestock.
National livestock.
I would talk about it.
He doesn't know. He doesn't
Yes,
know. I think he doesn't know.
These are all directed at Mr. President. So corruption, yes, let me. No.
As
He
I
can
told
talk for
He
himself.
doesn't know. He doesn't
I
know.
want Nigerians to give you another opportunity to do another 4 years. Why?
Well, I
He doesn't
know.
I think
Osad gone. Then he now finally sent you this message. And you know what happened thereafter, Abi?
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
So do you understand my dilemma now? I would say, if indeed I care for my future, I will run away from APC, Egbekegbe. I will run away from people destroying people. And in fact, if I feel get any kind of trainers, I will run far away from the group of one Nigerians. Now one destination everywhere, everybody they go. Majidun Straits. Majidun Straits. And that's disastrous. So when you see young people who are sweating it out, sweating and arguing, fighting and doing, and they ask, come, Baba, come. What happened? This person is insulting Ashiwaju. Okay. What kind of nonsense is that? Hey, can you insult your Baba? Hey, can you? Baba, calm down. Calm down. You are so angry because somebody is what? Again, insulting Ashiwaju. Okay. Do you mind if I ask you why you are aggrieved, triggered? Because I'm a Yoruba man and he's an old man. And you must have loved him so much, do you? Yes, now, he's our leader. I respect him. I love him so much. Oh, you don't love him. You don't. I mean, who would love their own father? As we have here today, who would have their own father? Who need help? Be displayed on national TV as the number one national demented patient, somebody that should be put in a place, study as a prototype of what, political, dementia patients who are politicians of Nigeria extraction, put them inside one showroom like that. They do test on top his brain, his hands, and everything, so that they can always use him as a template to educate other greedy, selfish, crooked, old hag like him. You get what I mean now? Okay? Selfish enough that if they had built healthcare system that indeed work, even for Lagos State, even in Lagos State, if they built a standard healthcare that could regularly check Tinubu and all the veins, everything, no medical doctor will advise him to be like this. And like I told you, please, people have every right to react. Some are even praying.
Nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
Do you understand? People will react. There are many instances that people felt like, ṣé Tinubu ò ní family ni? Ṣé Tinubu no get pikin, no get children ni? Until people realize that Sheyi, the first son of Federal Republic of Nigeria, is actually can't wait for him papa to become the new Kolu of the universe. Don't be me, oh. Because what do you make of this as a young person, okay, who want to try and check the cognitive, wait till they call that thing again, cognitive, I don't know, where they use all this big grammar and all of that, but you should know what I'm talking about. The level of, receiving and processing information, especially speech, and when they are talking, when you are old and you are suffering from this dementia and all of that stuff, you are practically going to be forgetting things. See, if I turn 60, myself, I feel lose it. It's one terrible health, health issue that is mostly associated with old people. It's normal. Though it's painful, especially for the families, that most times they will forget about, forget about their, even children. Sometimes we just, like, who are you? Ah, daddy, it's me now. It's me, Folake, your daughter. Oh, Folake, how is Stephen, your husband? Daddy, me and Stephen divorced 7 years ago now. I just remarried 2 years ago. My new husband is now called Stevenson. It's true. I remember. So, how are your children now? That is a state of mind of old people. When I get old, I feel be like that. There's nothing wrong in that. I shouldn't be offering myself at that point like I want to rescue country. No, you can't. You can't rescue anybody. You're going to have to spend a lot of time taking care of your health. Do you really think that Nigeria is so divided and sick right now? You need sick men to help you push you to that future. And you are arguing that you are fighting people. You are, you're arguing everywhere, Papa. Are you sure? Say you're normal. Are you sure? Are you sure you're normal? Are you sure? Pastor Adeboye will say, are you sure? Are you sure that you are normal?
Every enemy of the church, as long as my Father is on his throne, as long as Jesus lives, as long as his
Oshoni ajeni elebologun ni amanise ni afaimanise ni wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀.
Sir. Because go hear me, when the person sign of dementia, the sign of they have a name for it and all that stuff. They have different names, forgetfulness and all that. They are synonymous and associated with old age. If not, person way normal go they tell you say make you the tweet on WhatsApp. It's normal.
He may get out. It's voluntary. We can definitely feed ourselves by being creative, visionary, and committed. Do you know how many of you tweeting on the WhatsApp right now?
So it's like, you are going to see a lot of that too during the what do you call it? Their campaigns. So people are going to react. Because me as a person, when I listen to Buhari, or listening to Tinubu, do you know what they always sound to me like? Ask a question about Nigeria, like this. Ask a question. So when they respond, this is how they sound to, this is how they sound to me like, right?
Of Nigeria now, tell me the situation of Nigeria and what you think about our government.
No face accountable.
Why?
It's not able to do among. Christmas days is making a caution. 2 years portion to the acquire of loving, time of love. Secondly, school children for loving. Not him now. Go make the verb.
I'm talking about Nigeria.
Okay, that Nigeria go make a win to show them.
That's how they sound to me like. Some of you will even waste your time listening to them. Let's hear what Ashiwaju is saying. Let's listen to Buhari. Come on, man. Stop pretending. You pretend to Shijare. You all know that everything is not right out there. Everything is not right there with them. You know it. But your hypocrisy will not let you say it. Some people who knew that Buhari was a disaster. Now, so then defend them. Now, so then did. And today, many of them don't disappear. Some of them don't turn to people who are now offering to rescue you, to save you from them. Papa, shall you be Muguni? Shall you be Odeni? How can APC rescue you from APC? Shall that one make sense? Ni? You can't go town, can't say, Emilio kan, Baba we know where. They shout, Emilio kan, Baba we know well. They shout, Emilio kan. And they shake, like they shake. Baba we know well. They shout, Emilio kan. You can't vex. People they react, they vex. So you're angry, you're upset. That's it. You would have to live with that. Not just that. Okay? Some of you will say, now so that they called Buhari illiterate, but Buhari is your president 2 times. And so, now you're president now. Now today, you know they safe. Job no day. Light no day. Road no day. Security no day. Baba, suffer no day. Tire you. Baba, where you they get your motivation from, by the way? Like, because some of you, they're supposed to study you. Suffer no day tire you. I mean, they're supposed to carry some of you. This, see, well, pun intended. I don't even know if it were pun intended. I wanted to say no pun intended. They're supposed to carry some of you, put you inside lab. Some of you Lagos Abobakus, put you inside lab. Maybe they come open your head, come plug machine, everything to study. You know, like, man, you know, when people put you inside the lab and when they see that God they create you. You know, I don't know. Because I don't understand. APC want to rescue you from APC. Baba, no be juju be that. And you are arguing, you are fighting, you want to fight everybody. He's a Yoruba man. Baba kilu. Job deal. I'm just saying this because you see, obviously I am a psychologist, but sometimes I just sit down and I just wonder. And I actually respect. I respect your strong will, because Baba, people to feel comfortable in poverty. Forget it. It requires special skill. People told me that. They said, Mayegun, do you understand that it requires a special skill to be poor? I said, how? Oh, Mayegun, there are people that have never been poor. If they smell poverty or they sense that they're about to lose everything, then they run mad. But the poor, they are the most with the best ideas how to I don't know. Then you will be wondering, Papa Emeka, sorry, oh, I don't mean to intrude, oh. You have 10 children. Na banana, Mama Emeka they sell. Na security, you they do. Don't take offense, because I'm going to use others too. Because all of you, everything now smart in the trigger now these days. Okay? Make una no take offense. So. And if you take offense, sorry, I can't help you. They say Mama Rashida, Baba Rashida. Gbogbo owó tó ń wọlé sí yín lọ́wọ́ látàrí iṣẹ́ yín, all the money you are making in a month, everything no pass 25,000 though. Mama Rashida, from everything she's selling and making, join everything together. E no reach 50,000 though. Nigeria hard. Baba Rashid, how una dey take manage to pay school fees, pay house rent, buy clothes for the children, buy food for them? When they are sick, you still manage to buy drugs, and you still remember your aged mother and father. Baba, how you dey do am? My son, na God o. Na God. It's grace of God. It's tough, but we are getting by. That requires a special skill. You know that? I mean, I have been poor. I'm still poor. I'm not rich. But when I look back at some things, and I'm like, how did I survive that time? Have you asked yourself that, all of you watching me right now, who have been through that when you were growing up? Have you asked yourself that, how did daddy and mommy? Daddy is just a civil servant. Mommy is a civil servant. All their salaries are not even up to 30,000 naira back then. But they were able to send us to school. They were able to buy new. Although we are man, Baba, it requires special skill. Because the day you feel uncomfortable being poor is the day you are likely going to break that chain. Sometimes, when you discover those who have weaponized that your poverty, you are never going to feel good about them. You're not going to feel good about them, are you? I'm talking about myself here. I don't feel good about them. I don't like them. When they talk, I see lies. When they say they want to do this or that, I just feel like, they want to tell us another story again. Oh. They want to tell us another story again. Oh. Instead of me as a young person to be building on those lies and then hoping on them only to be shattered and disappointed at the end of the day, I quickly braced up. I don't listen to them anymore. Therefore, I don't have any respect for them anymore. Poverty makes you creative, people say. Really? People became so creative. You will see a family with 7 children, 1 room. Okay, 1 room. Or put it this way, you will see a family, husband and wife, newlywed, hoping for the better, planning for the future, hoping for the best, and in fact, hoping to build a very great life for their children. Then over time, it probably didn't work out, right? It's not working out. They have 1 child, 2 children, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even, listen, the husband may even marry another wife. 2 wives, 10 children inside 1 room. Shey that one no require creativity. You think say easy? Rich people, they can't put 2 women in the same house today and find peace. But you'll be wondering, how did our fathers manage to put 2 women, 6, 10 children inside one room before God answer your prayer? Because I know some of you who have that background and that history. You are looking back now and be like, Omo, it's true. I remember. Chai. It's true. Poverty makes you creative. You begin to check husband and wife and check, all the children are asleep now. Say, come here. Come here, man. See, I don't want to do it because, the children are still awake. No, they are not really awake. Let me check. That requires creativity. I am telling you this because what Nigeria taught us was never to fight back. Okay? Nigeria taught us how to adjust to everything thrown at us. They didn't teach us to fight back. Our parents didn't teach us to fight back. Social injustice, oppression, and all of that. I mean, some of us learned to become radical because we went to school, peer pressure, and every other things that we came across in the journey of our life. Our parents, they never taught us to fight back, because even our parents, they adjusted, they got used, and they improvised. So when you look back today, you'll be like, this Mayegun a madman, Sha. You just made me remember something. Yes, I am here to make you remember how much Nigeria has really fucked with us. That if you see young people today, smart enough, never want to subject their own existence to the same experience of those before them, you have no right to be forcing them to respect those people who are trying to make them be like you or be like their parents. You have no right to ask them to respect anybody. You have no right. Nigeria messed with us. And if you look back today, some people will say all those things made them. Everything around that time. No. A lot of things happened that messed up with our brains, messed up with our psyches, messed up with our youth. And guess what? They made us the society we have today. Unfortunately, somebody posted a picture on social media and said, how did people move from, bringing in relatives, family members from far and near to live with them, with their children, their wives, as a family, in a single room where everybody sleep like sardines every night. Where you know that if you quick claim your own hangu in the house, if another person claim that hangu, baba, if you end up sleeping just backing the wall like this overnight too. So that kind of household, I have lived in one, okay? I have lived in that kind of household before, where we all have to fight for space to sleep. You know what I mean? My childhood. So if something made you remember and feel like, how then did you grow from that kind of a knitted family relationship, love, care for one another when we were growing up at the time, to today, where many people who grew up in that space are no longer talking to themselves today. I am guilty of some, okay? Because some of my own sisters, I call them sisters, but they are actually like aunties to me. That when I was a little boy, they were protective of me, that kind of arrangements. Shall you come here? That stuff. I don't talk to some of them anymore. And same applies to some of you as well. Well, it is what it is, as you would say. How did people grow from that kind of knitted bond as a family to what we have today as a people, where People don't even care about you, except when they want to manipulate or use you for whatever things that is theirs. There's so many things like that too, but it requires creativity to be poor. Rich people, people who have tasted their life, they cannot survive on what many of you are surviving on. Yeah? And you are still fine. In your own opinion, we are still fine. We are fine. We are thanking God. By my grace, we thank God. Because it's always grace. And may the grace continue to abide with you. And at the same time, hopefully, you will continue to always think about your choices, and not because you want to punish Mayegun or you want to shame me. No, you can't do anything. Somebody said that Mayegun, because whenever these Tifnumbu boys are triggered, what they feel like is, Mayegun comes here to tell the people the truth, and beg them to go and watch his video. I don't beg people to watch my video. You don't know that. I don't have to beg you. You are going to watch me anyway. Even you, the Tifnumbu supporters. When you see that you are all subscribers here. You subscribe on my channel. You follow me on Facebook. You follow me everywhere. And you are praying one day that I will be one day just say something nice about your Kolu. And I will never say anything nice about them, because it's part of the APC, Egbekegbe, that brought this death to Yoruba land. So when you turn around and you start feeling, oh, come on, man. You don't need all of that. I don't need you to expect me to say anything nice about this, because I will say the truth. And you are going to listen to me. Yeah, you are still here. You're not leaving. Even when you unsubscribe, something will still bring you back. Abi? And every time you are brought back, this is 2022, Baba. No, they act like say you no go school, okay? This is 2022, right? Social media platforms run on views. They know they beg people to view, okay? You don't beg anybody. Now go check and say, what is he saying about your Tifnumbu again? Or those who indeed value these messages, and somehow meet their own, kind of liberation, put it that way. They enjoy here, and then I get rewarded for it. So, some of you can do you can do similar things. Instead of wasting your time, trying to see if you can shut Mayegun up. You can't. None of your grandfathers, none of your crooked leaders, none of your government or anything can shut Mayegun up, okay? Stop trying, all right? But if you feel like, look at how many people watching Mayegun. Look at how many him talking about our leaders. Look at he's making money from it. Baba, opening a YouTube channel is free. Just get a Google account, okay? Go and open a Google account, Gmail account, all right? And put a picture there. Ẹ̀yin ló kàn o, our baba we know where. Where they shout, òun ló kàn o. Do that. Say something nice about Tifnumbu. Open YouTube channels. Open Facebook channels. Okay? Go and tell people about the good things. Stop adding to the views of Mayegun, because you can't help it. I can't help it. Me, I can't stop talking. I can't stop turning on my cameras. I can't stop eating you. I can't stop educating you. So if I get money from that, it's not my fault too, Baba. You can stop watching. But I advise you not to, okay? Because you see, whatever views that Mayegun gets on Mayegun's Diary Political, it is not about the money. Because if it's about the money, right? Oh dear, I would have been more cantankerous than you wouldn't, But it's not. You see, every time I see those views, you know what I see? I'm like, yes, 30,000 of them have received the message. But it doesn't mean that 30,000 of you are going to accept it. So I will repeat it again next night. Oh, 40,000 have seen it. Right. It doesn't mean that the 40,000 of you have accepted it. Right? So every night I do it and I do it and I do it. right? And I feel better about it. And they say, listen to this. They say, if you do what you love, for example, if you love what you do and you do what you love, right? You will never have to work for the rest of your life. Do you know how that feels? It feels better if educating, enlightening, and in fact, intervening on your behalf is going to save one person, 2 people, 1,000, 1 million. It doesn't matter. My job is done. Do you get that now? So it doesn't really matter what you call people. If you say gullible people are listening to Mayegun because of Tinubu, Abba, are you being honest? Do you really think that you are normal? If you say people who listen to Mayegun are gullible, and you they shout ẹ̀yin ló kàn kákàkiri, and you don't really think your situation is worse than what you can imagine. Like I told you, it can be difficult to make that decision, but it doesn't really matter. Okay? From time immemorial, the Buhari Deans, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Denotus, the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ungos Yaris, the Unekaris, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, the ombud slaves, the social media bandits, the Facebook adsmen, right? Including all the cyberbarians, the Buhari idiots, the Muhammadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, and all the clan of cyberbarians. From time immemorial, they wish that a platform like this doesn't exist, but they have not been able to stop it, sadly. But guess what? Every day, your Nigeria continue to prove me right, sadly. So do you see why you won't stop watching me? Because apart from me talking about your criminal leaders, many of you actually rely on the factual information that you get on Mayegun's Diary Political than the trash that your media feed you with every now and then. You are just not happy that I don't like your thieves. I wish I could say sorry, but I'm not sorry. Okay? Pick up the phone. Make I go make another tea. When I get back, I'll take few calls. Just expression, reactions, opinion, suggestions, as usual. Then we'll call it a night. That's how it's going to be. I'm going to be back. And when I get back, I will take few calls, okay? Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. At least, don't. So I just missed the call, by the way. So I'll start taking my calls, but give me a sec. I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of stuck with this song. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegun, Wind City here.
Hello, sir. The Windy City.
How you doing?
I am very well, sir. Good to hear from you. How are you?
Okay. Well, kind of fine. I can't get over what I watched on your channel yesterday about that guy that got killed. But that's a Nigerian factor right there. Alone, you share the figure.
I mean.
So one thing.
Yes, sir.
That's a Yoruba, if you're an adage that says, if somebody trick you first time to have sex with you, I put it out literally. Okay, that will be one time and one time only.
It should be.
This government has been messing these people up for 7 years, and everybody is still tripping, over each other.
Passionately about it.
To their rallies.
I know.
So my question to them, to all these morons, I call them morons, and I'm not apologetic about it. They are morons. And to you, give one of them. I'm just going to use this analogy. Just buy not even a brand new car to one of them, of one of them. Buy a brand new car, give them the key. And somebody approach them and say, "Oh, let me test drive your car." And he hit the gas and probably hit the fence. I bet you any money he will not allow that individual to near the car again, right?
Yes.
But these people mess their life up, turn them to beggars, and they turn around and follow them in droves. I do not know. It comes. I mean, at times, it drives me crazy. Just standing there and thinking about,
where do I start
I don't understand. But then when you look at the setup, when you look at the setup, it's like a division of labor. You have their money man.
Yes.
The Tinubu at the top of the affairs. They have a delegated to somebody there's somebody delegated to somebody up to the, somebody will get money for Tinubu. Tinubu, whoever get the money from Tinubu will, share a little bit with somebody under him. Share up to the point that there are some people that don't even see the money. All they see is a plate of rice.
Yes.
And one piece of chicken.
Like that's how it is now. Until the people some a plate of food they will give them.
In America, they call it trickle-down economics. So I don't know. I really don't know. I called just to to tell you that I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
I really, really appreciate. Any issue, any to bad anymore. Meaning that if you roasting a yam in the fire on the fire, and you kept reminding people that that yam is going to be you better believe that yam is not going to get burnt.
No, we will not shut up.
So you going day after day, night after night. I hope and I pray to God. Today is Sunday that if you open these people's eyes, open their brains up before it's too late. Because
I believe that we're going to make a lot of impact is that when I look at our Yoruba Union platform in the back end, right, and I see over 4,000 people who already are set up and all of that stuff, I'm like, man, we probably are going to make some impact, not just talking. I strongly believe that, sir, but time will tell.
Time will tell, and another thing is, as time goes on, I strongly believe, like I was talking to a colleague of mine today, I said, my theory, I'm generating in my head is like one day they're going to take over this whatever in Abuja, and that will be the beginning of the end. As soon as they take over the Abuja, that will be like Yoruba. I don't know how Yoruba is going to do it, but somebody in Yoruba land, probably everybody will spread that. They will come out, find out, and say we are going our own separate way. Igbo will go their separate way. So I think that's what is going to happen.
And all we're doing as well, Esa, you know why I know that even some people who are like following Obi and the rest, you know what they are saying, sir? That's why I said on this platform, somehow, it's just like using the cat clause in their political space. Peter Obi and his movement is their nemesis. Okay, let's see which one can cancel which one. Okay, so some of those people who are like following Obi, you know what they are saying? They're like, this is last shot, which means if Nigeria happened to them, for example, let's say the usual thing, they rip them out and voila happened. They believe that they would then know that it better make everything just cancel. But here is my own prediction, sir. If these rogues takes over Abuja when they realize that they realize everything don't they catch up or everything don't want blow, they now decide to use maybe military or these terrorists take an unexpected siege on Abuja, that we now feel like okay, all of us have to listen to what is happening in Abuja, but people will not listen. Around that time, what you just said will be our next move. So that's why I'm like, whatever happens, it is not looking so good for Nigeria, but it is looking so great for the emerging countries. But you don't have to believe it. I told people, don't believe it.
You know, let's call a spade a spade. There's nothing is not looking good. It's bad. It's really bad.
Very bad.
The situation is bad, 100% bad. I just, let's just keep doing what you're doing. I really appreciate you, and God will continue to bless you. And I appreciate everybody, all the Mayeguans around the world. I really appreciate you, and God bless everybody.
Thank you very
Have a good
much,
day.
Sir. And that is Windy City. You have a good one, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. One sec. Where is that? Okay. Somebody requested. Just they try to calm down. Not be everything be violence, Oh, not they try to calm down too. Hello there.
Baba.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Baba.
Good evening, mommy. How are you, sir?
Baba, you alone, sir. Good evening, Baba. How are you doing?
I am very well.
How's Agbeke?
Agbeke is also fine. We are all great. How is the family and everyone as well?
All right, we praise God. We praise God.
Solid. So
thank you very much
tonight, sir. So,
hey, I did tell you, Baba, you came out all gun smoking today. I'm very, very, very excited.
Well, I was being nice. Oh, come on, I mean, I just trying to be nice and see if we can reason together. But if I say,
don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. See, those Tinubu boys, right? They will never like me. I'm trying to make them reason, but I don't know if it came out good. But go for it.
Who gives a damn?
Who gives a damn?
You came out like, who gives a damn, Baba? My papa, they always tell me one thing. Say you can never run away from truth.
No, you can't.
You can't. So the reason why they keep coming back is because they know that the truth is hitting them straight in the face.
That's right.
And I saw your program yesterday, or was it 2 days back, about Otom and the thing in Bele State. I was like, okay, I will not give a verdict yet, because I know one thing is going to happen. The Mietiala and the coup will come for Otom. So Otom will not have.
They've already placed a bounty on him now. You know that, Yima. They place a bounty on him.
I like it. That's what I'm saying. I like it. Otom will not have to prove himself, because if anything now happens and Otom comes on air and he's crying foul on air, people will now be asking, guy, You set up people now. What's up? So Otom has to prove himself. So, and I know that the government will, something will happen. They go say, yeah, I can't bet on it. They will send somebody down there to, to do something stupid, just like they always do. If that happens, then whatever happens, now they bring them upon themselves. Because those guys are not prepared to die again. Because the songs they were singing there, anybody who knows Chief will understand that they don't sing that song for pleasure. They sing that song that they were singing for war. So I just called to, drop that one on you that look gonna keep eye for that side though.
Because should be all pointers there. That's why we call this platform the diary. Now you go, that's how I actually do something. Yima, I put dates on where everything we put in the diary. So now I go just say 4 days ago. What date is that? They say 4 days ago was on the 3rd or on the 4th of August. I remember that program I watched, it was on the 4th. You just go to the diary, search for the 4th of August, and then you go back there and get what you want. You see all these things, they are pointers. Somebody told me something, Yima, right? Somebody told me something, and I think it was 3 years ago, before the madness of NSAS, okay? So I was making some reports which had to do with Biafra, Yorubas, something that has to do with like a culture, tradition, some few things that were like documentaries. So I put them out. Then this guy sent me an email and he said, I've been looking to send you this email, Mayegun. I just want to say thank you to you and thank you to your page. Like when I was doing research on the Yoruba people and then the Ijaw people, the Shekiris in Niger Delta, including the oil spill in Niger Delta, I came across your platform. It was like the best thing that ever happened to me because I needed that to defend my thesis in Germany. That person was doing his master's. So people may not value what we do or come out to say it all the time. But you see all these pointers like you just did now as well, right? Those who know, they know. When it's time to go back and review it, they will remember today's date. Yuma.
I did tell you about if anybody thinks that this is a joke, that we are joking and we are telling them that something stupid is about to happen. Right. They should know that Nigeria has ticked all the indices of a failed state. You should be very, very careful. It has ticked every indices you can think of a failed state set by any standard. So my last word, failed state. So my last word is everybody should keep their head. No go sleep.
No go sleep.
No go sleep. Igoro Baba.
Everywhere ti propoye. Igboro ti propoye.
Everywhere ti propoye.
Ace.
Men don't they sing for street. They don't they form music. When I see that in an open eye now, they men don't they sing song. All right.
And say, pirates are now saying, "Share with the crazy, share with the mad."
Okay.
Papa, we know where it is shutting me local. Baba, now you song go. I think it's going to be a hit song somehow. If they don't shoot down this broadcast overnight, it's going to be a hit song, isn't it? So thank you very much there. I'll take another call this time. Hello there. Oh, hang on. I muted you. Sorry about that. Hello, can you hear me, sir? Oh, no. Listen to the phone. Please, listen to the phone, not the broadcast, please. I wish people can just do that. Okay? I mean, if you are calling in it, it's because you want to be part of it. So leave the broadcast and listen to the phone call itself. Hello, sir.
Hello, Anigun Diary.
Hello, sir.
You've kept me busy all day.
I'm so sorry. It's worth
your
it, I'm saying, for you to even pick up the phone to call in. Go on, sir.
My brother,
sir.
Your programs today divided my studies. I'm telling you. But it's fine. Anything to gain enough information to be able to educate my children, the next generation. They're interested. The guys feel they don't care, but occasionally when they hear, it leads us into conversations. They ask questions. And you have informed me enough, added to my own knowledge, to educate them.
Thank you.
I've scheduled that book you reviewed today, the Yoruba people, on my what's it called account. Yes, I'm buying it.
Please do.
I'm buying it.
There are some shocking revelations there that will put you into a position to research even more. You're going to buy more books soon. I am going to bring more books to
even unlearn some things I've learned in the past. I was a very good history student in secondary school.
Oh, bless you.
I was the best history student in my class in SS1. But I changed school to Ibadan. And the school I came to was not offering history
anymore.
But the knowledge I had in SS1 was enough for me to put in for WAEC and add thesis.
Right.
But since then, I've been reading history.
Bless you, sir.
In fact, one of the things I would say, one of the service I did to my career was not to have studied history in university. I studied economics. But with people like you, social media, there's enough information to unlearn the lies of the past.
Yes.
Now, your program today,
yes, sir.
That's what jumps out for me first. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the second one is the Emiloko. I love that song.
His hit song. I mean, even those who are like Tinubu supporters should be singing it too. Like election time, I've been now.
They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. In fact, they're already reacting. Some of them are asking, where did Nigeria get to this?
Can you imagine?
I was like, you guys. So this song is like, your response is, when did Nigeria get to this? Okay, they don't. You see, I love what is going on. For me, I'm pro Yoruba. My first option is Yoruba nation.
We keep telling these people. We said, I'm a Yoruba man. Naturally, I should be pro Yoruba, and that should include everything that puts Yoruba first. For the past 22 years, I have not seen a single one of these guys who put Yoruba first. 23 years.
Absolutely.
And I have my proof, sir. So therefore, I don't have any right to support them. I don't have any reason to support them. No.
My brother, I always tell some of my friends that in Europe, want to destroy Ewa. Want to destroy Ewa. That is the honest truth. It's hard to say, but that is the truth. For me, I saw this coming in 2018 when I, for the first time, got involved in Nigerian politics. I promoted Shore. That Shore movement there became part of my blood. Okay. But now, the Yoruba independence agenda takes priority over that now. And because of that, I'm a risk manager, so I was able to dodge the bullets. I I avoided the Nigerian risk by moving my family out of the country.
See?
Absolutely. And I don't have any regrets.
I mean, I left Nigeria. It was one of the best decisions of my life to this day.
I'm telling you, my brother, I wasn't hungry in Nigeria.
I am now useful to millions of people all over the world who says, oh, you're doing well. We love the fact that somebody like you is out here. If I was in Nigeria, it will only remain a pipe dream. I can never try this.
Absolutely. So keep doing what you are doing. I rarely share people's blog on my social media pages, but you,
I know.
That means
we have connections. We have something that we can call a connection, and I have same with so many people, and I'm so grateful for the friends I have.
Let me tell you the people that I will say are my heroes.
Please.
Number one, I like Ishowore. I like a DVD Day.
Is somebody I respect.
I like you. People who say the truth.
Thank you.
People who don't miss words. People who can do what I would have loved to do, but God has not given me the grace to do it.
No, you know what
I can't
say,
do what you are doing.
Sir, you know what people say? My home training is holding my hand. I would have done what my ego is doing though. But that home training, they make me feel like say I go become a buruku. People like us who they felt like would be a buruku. Today, we are not seen as a buruku. Abi Baba?
Ben.
So
God bless you.
Mm-hmm. Go on, sir.
God bless you. So we can only support you.
Thank you.
By giving you a reason to come out every day. We are here for you, and God is with you. Thank you. God bless you.
And my regards to the family. Tell them that I say well done. I love the household, the family household where even when it is political conversation, Yorubas still come first in the process. Sir,
absolutely.
You are helping us shape the mind of those that will eventually put their foot on ground and say enough to this madness, and they will mean it. Not like many of us.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless.
So
Thank you, sir.
Take another one here again. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Mayego.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
Yeah, this is Kola. I'm fine. This is Kola from Spain.
Kola from Spain. I'm Spain. How are you tonight, sir?
Oh, fine. Thank you. I enjoy your program you did this morning at the Temple of Truth. It was a very fantastic. Exactly, the Sunday sermon. And one thing I want to point out about the story of Yoruba that you talked about, and you mentioned some certain things like Oduduwa brought chicken, he brought sound of bags and things like that.
Yes, sir.
The thing about that area is that story, they are not cock and bull story.
Okay.
But what happened there is that at that time, there isn't adequate language to describe what he has done.
Right.
Well, actually, what he did at that time was called terraforming. He was forming a new ground, and he brought some materials in which he used to form the new land that he was creating. In this time around,
theology, isn't it, sir? Is that not like a mystic of okay?
No.
Okay.
It is not. There are two stories, but they lack this current date time language.
Right.
There are some people that are far ahead of their time, or they have a special ability that their mates or their people do not have at that particular time. So such people will be looked upon as a kind of god and things like that. Let me quickly tell you what happened. Like now, once I say chicken, there's a chicken that was spreading the ground. In this time around, if you want to describe a chicken that is spreading the ground, it is a kind of people that are working construction. that has a kind of machine that you use in spreading soil all over.
Right.
So, Taba would, if we check it, before there was nothing like Banana Island in Lagos, all this Lekki Island in Lagos. But now, it has become a place where people can stay. And they use a kind of machine, exactly. They use a machine like a caterpillar and things like that. They fill up the place. That is what is called terraforming. And that is what Odudua came and did, and he terraformed. But people around him at that time, they do not have the language to describe what he has done, but they can describe it, that there is a kind of thing that is moving ground apart, that is spreading the ground. And they say, hey, it's a chicken. He was spreading it like that. Now, if you check in the Bible too, there were many things, there are languages that are not adequate that they put. Like now, if you see Elijah, they said that he went with a chariot of fire, took him away.
Yeah.
If you have to put it, exactly, if you have to put it in this modern day language, that thing is an aircraft, a kind of craft. It could be a plane or a craft or whatever that took him out of this world to wherever you are taking him to.
But again, they consider that it's up to
and they didn't see him again. Exactly. So it's a kind of the language was not adequate at that time. And these people that they are
to describe what happened, they could only use what they had to describe.
Exactly, that is what happened. And there are people that they are far ahead of their time. There are people like Jesus, in our own side of Yoruba people, we have Shango, we have Orumila, we have all those things. These people, they are far ahead of people they met at that particular time.
What is similar to what you just said now, sir? What is similar to what you just said right now is Ifa in Yoruba land, the god of divination. You see things,
exactly,
and then they provide solution. So if you compare that to what we have today, like a weather forecast, if I will forecast weather, it will forecast seasons, the good times, the bad times, and all of that. So I think I'm getting what you are saying now. It's making sense, sir.
Exactly. If you see Lotsadamos, there was one of Lotsadamos' prediction. Yes, he said that there will be a time people will be traveling on he said that he saw a white eagle that was moving people in a large number from places to places. And the people of his time were looking how eagle could they move people? Which kind of eagle bird will be moving people?
And in large numbers.
Exactly.
In
large number. Exactly. But now we can understand what it meant at that time now. That means he foresaw that there will be a time.
Education is good, sir. Education is vast.
Exactly.
And it's always good to listen to others. I'm enjoying you, sir. Please continue.
Yes. So we can see that thing Lord Solomon was talking about was airplane, that he foresee that there will be a time airplane will happen. And another thing I want to add is that we always think that people in the past, they don't have this, our technology. It is wrong that we are thinking like that they are archaic and they don't have sophisticated equipment or things to do things like we
anything that
technology. Exactly. If you see the pyramid of Egypt is 4,600 years old or more.
Yes, sir.
But up to now, they cannot build that type of a pyramid. Anymore. Up to now.
No.
They cannot, or they can't build that kind of pyramid. But you can see what kind of technology they use in building that thing. So they started since they thought that people in that past times, they don't have that kind of, they started forming stories around it and saying that it is some slave and things like that. They use in being. How come? Will you have slaves or human beings that we have over 6,000 tons of stone to carry? It is not possible to carry it. So that means there is a technology in which they use in building it. And moreover, if you see the way it was put together, If the way it was put together, that means these old people,
including the tomb underneath, and how they dug the tomb, and the foundation of the pyramid, and the height of the pyramid, and the numbers of Egypt pyramid. That even though you couldn't move them,
everything
away.
everything. There are precision.
Yes,
exactly. That means time is always coming back. It will go and come back, and we always think that we are the one that is advanced. No, we are not the one that is advanced. The world, yes, because the world has been for long. This world is billions of years old. I tell you, is hundreds of thousands. Let me just put it that way. So the story of Odudua or whatever, it is true.
I agree with you. Now, at this point, for the educational purpose, I agree with you. Like in this context, it makes sense now. But sir, I do appreciate this. Thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to add to it again? Because I feel like I can listen to you all night now at this point. So do you have anything you would like to add as well?
Yeah. Well, I like that song of that they sang for Tinubu. I don't know those people that sang it. The song was very beautiful.
I know. I mean, you won't listen to that and you won't find yourself singing it like, well,
exactly.
Even if you don't understand every word of it, you just find yourself doing like,
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, I appreciate this. This
you're welcome.
Sake, this is really good. It's gold. As well. Thank you for sharing that with us on this platform. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
seriously. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too for the good work.
Thank you, sir. You stay safe.
Bye.
Eh? So I'll take another call. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegu.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you?
I am fine. I'm enjoying myself tonight, even though I've just been lectured. Honestly speaking, I love this. How are you yourself?
Yes, fine. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. So,
you
have the floor.
Yep. My name is George Owigwe.
Yes. Did you say George? George.
Yes, that's correct.
Brilliant. I was thinking it's John. So, how are you, George?
Fine, thank you. From UK, but I'm currently in America. In Chicago.
Oh, bless you. And you still have time to listen to us tonight. Thank you.
Oh, yes, I didn't listen to the beginning.
Okay.
I was listening to your lecture on Yoruba people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was when that one finished. I looked at the time. I saw it was already after 3 here, so I quickly changed over. So I saw you were already. Yes.
And here we are.
Is your comment on the Benin? I want to talk about.
Oh, please! I would love to hear too.
Yes,
please, George. Mm-hmm.
Yes, actually, I think we have the from Eastern in Edo State.
Oh, you are from the part of Eastern. Okay, good.
Eastern in Edo State, and we're part of Benin. We're part of Benin. I know we said the man from Ife came to establish. I mean, the Oba established the kingdom in Edo State. In Benin. Yeah.
I don't think the history is about somebody coming to establish. There are people there already. Okay. But one of the sons of one of the grandsons of Odudua, right, came to Benin and he became a king there at some point.
A king there. Not that he found.
No. I don't think that's right. That he found Benin. In fact, we figured out that most tribes in Yoruba land who are now in a space that we can say in the old Yoruba region and all of that, they've always been there.
Yeah.
Before all those who became heroes, who became gods, who became kings came to join. I think they just did some heroic stuff that people felt like, be our king. There are places that they said those who were coming from Ile-Ife, they were coming, the children of grandchildren of Odudua, they were coming with crowns. And when people saw them with crowns walk into their town, they just made them kings. There are history like that. Not because they fought any war or defended the people. I'm sorry. I'm taking up much of your time. George, please tell me what you want to share for you, please.
I know they say that there's a history or something. They said the Oba of Benin, when he died, he's never buried with the head in Benin.
In Benin,
he's decapitated, and the head is taken to Benin to Ilefe to bury.
I heard that too, but I've not confirmed it.
No, that's what I heard. That's what I know.
Is that what you had?
That's what I know. Okay. So the Benin Oba of Benin, the rulership of Benin is related to the rulership.
That is right.
It's from Oromia and so on. And then I know the name Benin. I don't know whether they say that wasn't actually it's Godomi Godu. That's the name. But the Yorubas who used to come to trade in Benin that time, they were always they found the Benin. They were always maybe because of language differences. The Benin people, when they are talking to them, they were always annoyed because they didn't understand.
They understand the language.
Understand them. So they now call them Ile Ibinu. So when they were traveling from Ife to Benin, they would say Anlo Ile Ibinu.
Anlo Ile Ibinu, and they now shortening it down to Benin.
To Benin. Yes, that's right.
I heard something.
So that's what I was told. They said the Benin name came about.
See, and you know one thing, right? When I was reading about Ode Shekiri, which happened to be in today's Delta State, they removed the Ode. They now call them Shekiri. They are also descendants of Oduduwa too. Historically, before Olu of Wari, you know that Olu of Wari.
They speak Olu of Wari. That's right. Yes,
it's a Yoruba Oba.
Yeah, but what baffles me is how did they cross from Benin over to Isekiri area? How did they cross that area?
If you look at the old, for example, old Yoruba different kingdoms like that, as all the kingdoms are, there is this river, as they say. There's this river that, in fact, all of us are just at the bank of it, Benin River. We are just at the bank of it up to we're in today's Delta State. Yeah. So that was why. That was why when Nigeria was formed, okay, and they said all these places, they are like, with the affiliation and all of that, they are all going to be Yoruba region. What about the languages and the rest of that? That became an issue at some point, that they had to, for political kind of, peace, they had to create a Midwestern, which language was one of the reasons. That no, we are not 100% Yorubas. It's true, historically, we share this and, you know what I mean now? So they had to create them. But if they didn't create all those barriers, right? You saw the Midwest, going from Benin to what is today's Delta, part of Delta, and up into the creek of a Niger Delta, right? You will see all the areas that used to be kingdoms under different kingdoms. In Yoruba kingdoms were like about 6. They divided the Yoruba into 4, right? We have the north, we have the south, we have the east, we have the west. So when you take the north and the east, there are towns who are like along that line, right? They call them the northeast of Yoruba land, which includes Ekiti. Now, if you begin to come from the southeast, when you take it from down like this, and you take it on to the right again, right? You begin to see the Jebus from the south. And then when you begin to go to the right like this, you begin to go to Ondo, Ekiti. That means you are going to the east of Yoruba land. Now, if you turn left here, yeah, and then west, right? I mean, sorry, you turn left here, you will see the west of Yoruba land. That's where you see Oyo. The moment you cross Oyo up north, you are going to the northern part of Yoruba land. That is where you have the Oyo, Katunda, the Nupe, and every other. So Yoruba was put as a big, huge kingdoms, right? Despite all the languages, I mean, all the differences in our languages, we just found the common words together to live on, and we rule like that for years. So if today, Nigeria has taken many of that away from us. Ishekiri will be arguing with Benin. Benin will be arguing with Ondo. They are like trying to see, no, I'm not under you and all of that. You know what I mean now? So, but historically, we've always been like that. And can we go back to that? I don't think so.
The earlier we break that country, the better for us. We break the country with split along its old kingdom line. Before the advent of the English people or the British to Europe, the European up to the area called Nigeria. Edo Kingdom had already been established.
For thousands of years now, for years now, we know.
Kingdom, trading with Portugal and Brazil and all those places.
You don't know how old. You don't know how old Benin is, George. They said two stories, right? They said Ijebu were created. 2 stories. Oh, I'm still going to dig more. Okay, they said Ijebus today, the people who became the Ijebus today, the first person who is to be the progenitors of the Ijebus was somebody that was sacrificed by a king from Benin. That's a kingdom. Then another story said
that must be correct.
You get that now? So there's another story that said
hold on, Maigo. That must be correct because it's the Benin Kingdom that established Lagos. It's Lagos is a
there is also an history towards that.
That's the correct history. Echo, there's nothing in Yoruba language that means echo. Echo is echo in our language. Echo, which means calm.
Anyway, you know one thing, George.
So, and Idumota. What is Idumota?
Idumota,
Idumota. You see, Idumu is a porter of Ota. Ota is a Benin. It's a Benin name. Oshodi is a Benin name. Ota. You see, Ota is Idumota is the porter of Ota. In that echo.
Echo.
So echo is not a Yoruba name. It's a Benin name, which means calm.
Right.
And we still have called echo.
It's going to be like it's mixed up now, George. George, if we agree that Odudu as a grandson became the king in the Benin Kingdom, whereby the Beninese are considered as Yorubas, right? And then we turn around and say Eko is not Yoruba name. Is that not a mix-up? But you know one thing, George, my time is so up, right?
Okay, tell me.
I hope I'm going to speak to you again, George. My time is so up now.
What is Eko? What is Eko in Yoruba land?
Presently, I wouldn't know what it means in Yoruba right now. Well, I don't right now because I may say it wrong. What is it in Benin?
Echo, which means calm.
Now,
that camp was found by the Ota warriors, Ota and Oshodi and all those people, which are from Benin. I'm not trying to claim.
No. We are all learning. Come on. I mean, I wish I had enough time.
I'm just telling you the historical background. And if you look at the
I will look into it.
the Lagos Oba of Lagos, go and find out from them. They owe their allegiance to Benin Kingdom.
I think Oba of Lagos once said that himself. That But you know one thing, George. George, we're going to call it a night now. Okay, my time is so up, right? I'm going to talk to you again. As usual, I appreciate you taking your time to be part of this. Okay, it's a pleasure. And hopefully,
I'm returning to UK tomorrow. So we'll be talking.
No wahala. So maybe then we'll continue from where we are stopping tonight. Okay, stay safe, and then fly safe as well. Take care, Baba. Thank you so much. That is George, my dear Benin brother, Eshan brother, from Benin. So I am going to call it a night. I wish I could say more, just to add a few things as well, but I mean, my time is so up. All right, and now we'll see you some other time. You can still like the video, subscribe onto Mayegun's Diary Political if you want to, okay? And then when I come back here some other time, we will talk. So good night from here.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o ákàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní bí wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.